It's using a T-fold, which is essentially that design. They're the same. And if you look at the end, you can see it started with a T-fold, right? Okay. Okay, so this is a T-fold. But by forging it in sections, and then coming with a cross peen in sections, you can get this nice scalloped look. And if you open it up, you wind up getting that. Okay? And we'll do this in the vise again. Go ahead. A little more. Nice. And I'm going to need a striking hammer. The next one. Next one. Next one. And then right there. We'll hit it again. Yeah. So the next time, we'll put this in the vise, and we'll come in cross peen, cross it. Go ahead. And this time I'm going to use just a cross peen hammer rather than a fuller. I probably use my hammers as stakes more often than I use my stakes in my shop, because they have all these great surfaces you can use on them. Okay, good. A little warmer? I'm impatient. Let's do it. I'm impatient.
Can I strike with this or?
No. If you had a soft hammer, okay, we're ready for the fuller now, I think. Okay. Whoa, sorry. Okay. hot again. I can't budge it.
You want it out or?
No, I want it in. It's good. It's good.
It's good. No, it's a skosh, but not much.
That's tight.
Put it in the other way and have the...
Ah, good idea.
That way you have to stand on the other side of the way.
All right.
You turn it?
Thank you, Clay. I want to dedicate this workshop to Clay. Whether it comes out good or bad, I attended 2 of his workshops a while ago. One was we built a power hammer and we built a treadle hammer. And these were 2 of the best workshops I've ever been to. And both machines now I've used for years and they're holding up beautifully. And I use them a lot on these pieces instead of burning my arm out. And I have them tricked out to just the right dies and forms for it. I even have some really cool die sets for making bowls that I use in the treadle hammer. So thank you, Clay. Are you doing those anymore? Are you doing those workshops anymore?
Nobody's getting groups together.
Nobody's gotten a group together.
You, 3 in the last 5, 6 years.
Has anybody attended Clay's workshops? Have you guys? They're amazing, aren't they? They're just amazing. I think kind of gentle. Go ahead. Oh, sorry. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, we're good. Now we'll put it back in the vise. We need to get in the vise now.
What?
We need to open the vise. I'm going to make one of these cups while that other piece is heating up. We're going to do a little model in copper first. So fold it in half on the angle part, and then again in half. Kind of origami-ish. Go ahead and anneal that. Oh, you can do that, yeah. In the vise. I want to straighten those out. Wait, open, close. That's good. Is that hot? No. I'm going to forge this edge and this edge. This expands, that wiggles. That's compressing, this is expanding.
They're on that thing.
That good? Where's your fuller? And let's just kind of go this way and then that way. We can do it cold. Go give it a whop like that. You gotta, yeah. Just gentle. More. Nice, nice. That's good enough. Okay, now we'll open it. I could, if I want, square these little scallops off this way and this way. You could do that cold. You ready, Dan? Okay, so open it this way. Got pliers? Yeah. I was gonna put this in the vise and just pull it apart.
Get in there.
Just close the vise. Wait. Close the vise.
You there?
Yeah. And then we'll just kind of. That's good. That's good. Okay, so a very brief idea of what we're going to be doing next.
Maquette in copper.
Huh?
Maquette in copper.
That's right. You know, Paul just said it's a maquette in copper. These days, whenever I make jewelry, all the jewelry is maquette. There is no jewelry for jewelry's sake anymore. Everything is a model for something bigger. So I'm always thinking in a larger scale. It's really exciting to design that way because I can get a lot of designs done very, very quickly and not have to build like quarter scale maquettes for larger sculpture. I could do it as jewelry and get a very good visual idea what the final sculpture will be like. Ready, Paul?
There?
I think. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Loose?
Yep. Jody, get the big hammer. Get the big hammer. Where is it? Where's Jody? Where's Jody? Give it to Jody.
Jody?
Take that one, Jody. Run it down.
Hit it.
I'll move it. You just go. Wait, stop. I made a mistake. Whoops, this is a bad mistake. Okay, we got it. But got to remodify the design. I went a little too far on the fold. Here, somebody pull this while I... Okay, wait. Okay. Wait. Okay. Okay. We're actually going through two pieces. Shit. Try that. Okay. Stick around for the next one, Jody. Jody, with the ball part right in the center.
The center here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, stop. Okay, just the center.
Here?
Yeah, 1 or 2 times. That's good. Ready, Jody?
Yep. We're at.
Right on the seam. Right below the seam. There you go. Perfect. All the way down. Stop. Okay. All the way down. All the way down. Right to the end. Right there. Good. You know, it sounds silly, but it took me almost half a lifetime to figure out that I could hold a piece down with the hammer and then twist it. You know, it's such a simple technique, and it took me forever to figure that out. A liturgical piece. Let's go this way. Are we about centered there? Get ready, Jody. Wait.
Oh, sorry.
Right. Wait, stop. Sorry. See, it got off. I'm trying to get these 2 lines across this way, and I lost control. Okay, we're back in. Okay, let's get the scaler ready, Paul. Dan. I use this hammer to flatten, but it also gives a fake stipple, which goes real compatible with the stipple gun. Okay, there's a couple things happening here that I actually like, and the art comes actually right about now. I got my basic form, but now with these chisels, I'm going to form the shape and refine the shape. Oops, sorry. We'll come back to this one. Okay, let's go to this one. I'm going to go to the power hammer. Right across here with that guy, yeah.
Okay. Right on that.
Right across,
Okay.
overlapping. Closer together. Yeah, one more pass. Excellent. Okay, this one's working very well.
Here.
Sorry. Okay. You go one place, I'll move it, okay?
Okay.
Wait, one place, Jody. Okay, never mind. We're good. We're okay. Okay, so see what's happening here? This is pretty cool. We're getting an expansion that way. Compressed on the inside.
Go to the chemical.
It's compressed on the inside. Expanded on the outside. So to open this up, we'll get it red. The first time to open it will be really easy. The next one is to pull it apart. So that's getting really hot. Trying to think what I want to do with this. I don't like this, so let's get rid of that. But then again, it repeats itself here, so we have a repetitive aesthetic, so let's keep it. I could cut it this way and get rid of that. I got a little curve going this way. That might look nice to develop that, that has a curve. Maybe. Or I could go counter that way. I could spend, I'm telling you, hours just making a decision on which way I should cut this thing.
Not at all.
Not cut it at all?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to cut it. Okay, I won't cut it at all. Except I think it'll work because when I hammer it, I'll raise this edge. I'll work form, what do you call it? I'll upset this edge and get a nice thick edge in here, and it'll curve. When I'm done, it'll look like that. And if I thicken this edge, it's going to look like that. And when I thicken this edge, it'll make these nice little arches, and I'll straighten these lines up, and it'll look great. And we'll auction it off for at least 100, I think. Maybe more, right? I guess now I'm a tinsmith. I'm trying to get these compressed before I start upsetting the edges. We need something that's really strong to grab the inside edge of this cup. The first opening will be easy. The next one, we're going to take two people and we're going to have to hold the inside edge and pull it apart. What do we got? We got like a vice grips or something? Or a big pliers? A big pliers would work. Or really sturdy tongs.
Here's some really pointy tongs.
Nah, it got to be really strong, I think. Ready, Dad? So right there. Okay, next. Cool form, just the way it is, kind of nautical.
Like the Flying Nun.
Yeah. So this is what I mean by look for opportunities when you're working on it. Ah. Sometimes when the edge rolls, you want that. That looks kind of cool sometimes. Sometimes you want to keep it nice and straight. Another kind of cool form. It looks almost like a ram's head. Like if you were going to, add one of these. Something like that. It could be. But I don't do whimsical and I don't do animals. Okay, the next one is we're going to grab this and pull it apart. We're going to have to grab this in the vise. You want to try a little wider? Think it'll move? Oh, there?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I want to tighten there. Let's try to open it up here. Put it down. That one. So what's going to happen is we'll put this in the vise, and then we'll pull it that way. I don't know.
Could we maybe start it with
That?
that?
Yeah. Okay, so we'll start it with this hammer, spread it a little bit, like kind of full it with that, and then stretch it. Maybe when we start it, we can put a corner in here, and then I can grab it with this and pull.
Yeah, or you can just turn it right side up and drive that down into it.
I don't want to drive it. I want to just stretch it when it's red. It takes on its own curve. If I drive it, it'll tend to go kitty-wampus.
Okay. I'm just spitballing here. You know.
So we're going to need, I think what I'll do after we open that up is I'll move this to here. I think I'm going to take this one and move it here because we're going to be done with the vise for fold forming. Okay, we'll just open it a little bit, then we'll put it back in, then we'll open it all the way. Jody, can you get? Yeah, we don't need the hammer anymore. You can close it. Which one? Is it opening or is it just? Oh, right in there. Let's knife it right in there. Got it? Go ahead, Paul. See if you can pinch it. Just pinch it a little. Okay, what can we wedge in there? Can we? Let's just wedge something in for now. Where's that? Yeah, we'll get it hot. I just want to get it started.
There you go.
That's good.
Bigger butter knife.
Good. Okay, so we'll do this again. This time you're going to pull like a son of a gun when it's red, right? And probably just. Actually, never mind. It'll work.
We could put a lot of edges in there.
So we had this discussion before lunch about, well, you know, everybody's really can get really good at technique, but how does someone become an artist? You know, how do you know whether you're making an aesthetic piece of art and you're going out of your comfort zone to start designing something that is really remarkable, not just copying what somebody else did. I mean, certainly you can copy and be very remarkable in your craftsmanship, but you haven't created anything original. So how do you do that? And we kind of came to this conclusion. One, you got to go out of your comfort zone big time. You got to prepare to fail, and you have to have fun. So right now you're seeing at least two of those things. You're seeing failure and you're seeing fun. And a little success too, but I feel pretty comfortable. So, you know, just have fun at this stuff. You'll see. I mean, eventually you'll start getting really nice forms that go just where you want. But just have fun with it. Get real sweaty. It feels good. You know. Do jumpy jacks, twists. Okay, how are we doing? A little more, yeah. Oh, this is going to be so sweet. Okay, let's go for it. Go, Paul. Okay, grab right at the tip, right at the tip. The tip. Yeah. Go.
Yeah.
nice. Okay, that's good. That's good.
You want to grab it right there? And then pull both sides?
Let's open it up to see what happens. I love the way it looks on the inside of that. Yeah. Now I have some room to flatten it. What's that?
Joe Hooley couldn't flatten it.
Yeah, it's too hot. Now I hope we can get it back in. Oh, bummer. If we can get half of it flattened down, the rest should fit in. Okay, so the rest of the workshop, the next half hour is working on the edges. And Scott, I went to one of his workshops where he was using these little air hammers, you know, these impact hammers. And we made some nice little tools for working the edges. You can take a look at them there. Here's a few different types. And they're all for working the edge of the fold form. We got a stake that would fit this? Something that would fit this curve, like right in here. I don't know. Maybe. Will that fit in now? I don't know. Should I just call it out and leave it? You know, what we could do is we could get it reasonably in shape and then stipple it, and it'll all form a nice curve. Let's wait. So this is hard rubber. And rubber on top. Then a block of wood for surface area. You know, just tighten that guy down as hard as you can. I got a wrench too. Something like a wrench. I don't know. And now I'm going to work these edges. Hopefully it'll stay in place. And while it's secure, can we get it a little tighter? If you want a really sharp edge, use kind of a forging hammer tool. This will upset the edge real nice. If you want a big rounded edge, you can use one of these groove tools. Something happened here I don't like. See how this is rippling? So I want to flatten that before I use before I upset the edge. Let's open it up again. These are Harbor Freight cheapies, and there's a quick change chuck for the Harbor Freight cheapie, and it works great. You can switch tools whenever you need them. So I'm just flattening the edge. And then when I upset it, I'll have a really beautiful straight edge there. You know, when we do jewelry, it's the finish, it's the finish, it's the finish. It's the line, it's the finish. You can make a tool like this. I have a T-handle on mine, and I have it welded to the bench. So I just, you know, it's always in position, and it's just always, I can work right over the bench and never have to worry about these things rocking or twisting. Okay, let's see what happens. Whoops. Whoops. Can you see how we double the thickness of the metal and we have this beautiful sharp line right here? Can you see that? Doesn't show up, huh? I'm guiding the tool with the bottom of my glove under the metal. So like that, see? So it doesn't jump all over the place. It's really remarkable how much metal moves with one of these guys. Have you ever used these before? You come up close and take a look. It's amazing. Just get right on top of it and watch what happens. Now look at it's twice the thickness on there, you can see. I think I might have to change the angle. I need to take it out. I think it's better. Yeah, I better take it out. So you can hand this around. You can see before and after. Well, what would we choose with that thing? Should we start? No, we're going to keep using that. I'm just guessing here. I don't know. I'm having fun. Oh, I like that. See that little curve right in there? I'm going to leave that one. Maybe I'll play with it cold a little bit. So the rest of the workshop, all 15 minutes or so, is going to be working the edge of that piece. Where is it? And then we'll probably put a patina on it too.
Can I run it this way
Yeah, real quick. Go ahead.
What is the other material that you had in the vise with the piece of wood?
Rubber. That's just big,
Tire?
heavy, thick sheets of rubber, yeah.
Horseman.
What?
Horseman. Horse call that.
I,
You just get it in agricultural.
Yeah, but it comes in.
I think this stuff I found in the garbage. I don't know. What is that, horse mat?
Yep. No, actually, no, that's looks like.
I found that stuff. It looked pretty good, so I grabbed it.
Stuff they use to recap.
Did you get some of the commercial belts? got fibers crossways in it. And it really stands up well and stretches and give.
Oh, we're there yet?
What do you want?
It seems to be moving around too much still. I'm wondering if if I should put a plate over the top of this or something.
15 minutes.
Okay, we're almost there. I don't know what we can do.
What do you want?
I'm thinking if we put a steel plate here and then this on top, the piece wouldn't rock as much.
Probably would, but
You think so? But it has to be pretty heavy, you know, like.
see what I can find over
Where's our sample? He's the guy who invented these techniques, all these techniques.
Is that a book?
Charles Newton Brain, go online. He has a book called Fold Forming, and it's wonderful. Should we try that?
here. We can.
Okay. And we'll put that on like that. Yeah, I think that might work. It'd be more like a table, wouldn't it? Where's? Here, give me I gotta finish this thing up. We gotta do our best here to get this done. Yeah.
So I notice you're copywriting your designs. Is that you're copywriting the process or you're copywriting
The design.
the design?
So, I mean, you can make a design that'll look darn close to this, but it won't be exactly the same. But you can copyright your design. That won't work, will it?
It just doesn't have enough.
Yeah, okay, let's get rid of that. Let's see what happens here. That's pretty good.
Do you go up to the corner? It's kind
I
of
should
like
go right
leave
to
the
the
corner.
corner. Put a- start up the forge again, and then we'll patina it. Okay, so I'm going to put a quick patina on it because we're running out of time. I could do a lot more work on this to straighten the edges and get everything lined up. Okay, it's open. And then we'll stipple it and then patina it. We'll get it a dull red. We'll use the scaler, then we'll put it back in again real quickly, and then we'll put a oil wax patina on it. And it'll be kind of this finish of, it'll look sort of like that. We could rub it with a brass brush if we want for a brass looking texture. I could define these edges more, but we aren't going to have time. Dull. One of the reasons why I stipple it again is that, but when after I touch up those lines, I polish the edges, and I don't want that. I want the edges. And just when it loses its color, let's use a brass brush on it. Paul, can you open up the can of that stuff? And there's a brush over there. This is a little Harbor Freight brass brush for getting into these little areas. You know, working those little areas. And a bigger brush for the broader areas. So I'm going to just brush the highlights, the higher areas. I don't think we need the forge on anymore. Kind of a Gothic looking thing, isn't it? The Harbor Freight brush works really good. I don't know what kind of brass it is, but it gets so bright.
I love it when you do it really hot and it kind of burns the brass. You know, it's not yellow.
Yeah, it's kind of bronzy.
Yeah.
We'll let it cool just a sec. So Good time to take earplugs off. Come on over here. I want to show you some little details because we didn't have a chance to go through this. If you want this scallop edge to look like this, these things take time. There's 1, 2, 3 different size hammers here, right? 3 different size fullers. And you got to go much slower than I went. And make sure you're right at the right angle. And you come in this way very carefully. You come in this way with different sizes. Once you get, and then if you look here, I'm sorry. If you look where these parts were, these right here, these big holes were these right there. So by taking a punch and stamping down, you get almost like a ball punch. You get these really, really deep. So you get this really beautiful graduated look.
You didn't hammer that down to flat, though, either, did you?
Yeah, neither did I do on this. This wasn't hammered flat
It's
either.
only moved by the punch. That's
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, you didn't hammer it flat this way, you left it still kind of up and rounded?
Well, we're talking just about this part right here. This part right here, well, this is done the same way. This was up high also.
Yeah.
And as you punch it down, it gets closer to the base here. So if you were to punch each one of those down when it was red, it would come to almost base level like
Paul,
this.
this is not a T, this is not a T
Well, it's still
fold
a
like
T
this
fold,
one.
but you don't.
It is indeed a T.
This is not it's not a completed T.
Right, but it is indeed started.
Lowercase T.
It's a lowercase. It started as a T, but now it has holes going from both directions. The other thing is, if I gave it more time, I can make these lines just beautifully graceful. If I was really careful, I would have done it in the folding process and not have to worry about using a chisel later.
You mean in the folding process, the careful blows and...
Yeah, we rushed this thing. We just blasted
Right.
through this. But if you're really careful, you can get... And then I was deciding whether I wanted to be up. It was a little serendipity. And then I said, let's smash it down. And then I said, let's put on the power hammer. So this type of edge could be absolutely perfect. There's no reason why it can't be. And this could be brought in too. Look at the edges after it's been hammered. Now that's rough, but you can do such amazing cool... Well, might as well patina it now. Yes, it's burning my glove when I picked it up. I don't patina when the stuff is so friggin' hot it just... This is Caruba wax and linseed and turpentine.
So you put linseed and turpentine in here also?
Yeah, just mixed it all together. I put it on my fireplace to my wife's dismay. Kind of.
Put your pan dryer in there?
Do I what?
Put your pan dryer in there?
No, it's just burning off, I think. It'll leave kind of a waxy finish, and then I'll just brush it with a rag. You know, these finishes are really durable. I had one sitting on my fireplace, and there was a leak in the roof, and I didn't know it, but for all winter long, it was dripping on it. And I rubbed it off, and it just had a little bit of rust on it. Otherwise, it held up really, really nice. If we have a rag, we can just wipe that off. Okay, so once this is cooled, just look at a few things. You'll see the T. That's really obvious. You'll see how thick this edge is. You can burnish these edges, which I love doing if I'm really going to spend some time on it. You know, you could take a burnisher or a file and get these, see this thing flash? I mean, that's full form. Full forming always has edges that you can burnish. And you'll see when I give my slideshow, you'll see a bunch of jewelry with these edges that are all defined. So this is done with this guy here. But let's say you want a nice rounded edge, like that. Okay, so you want this kind of an edge? Then I'm using this guy. Actually, I have one that's a little bigger than this somewhere, but it's that guy. And that'll keep pushing it. I mean, and it really upsets the edge fast, which is just beautiful. I just love the way that works. So anyhow, there you are. There's the workshop. There's the, and thanks for being so patient. It was a long one.